didn't mean to bleed you this much. Would it be a drag to clean all this up? Do I even have a mop down here? Okay, let's just see around here. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Bum, 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 diddly, diddly, dum, 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 dum. Ah, you're awake. Yes, I don't remember what happened. You overdosed near the end of it. I want every cut you feel to feel like the first, after all. Yes, you are still quite numb. Hungry? Yes, of course you are. One moment. Now I'm just as surprised as you are. I actually managed to get a meal down here. Some poor son of a bitch's cell phone brought. And, you... I can't eat, can I? I miss eating. Well, I did bring you some food. There! Pizza! Heat up! And use your left hand, please. I'm still stitching your right shoulder back together. Conversation. Well, whatever you would want to... I'm sorry, what? You know it's rude to ask somebody how old they are. Well, whatever. Why would you even want to know? Fine. Somewhere between 80 and 90 by now. Pick your favorite answer out of those two. I'm not doing all the math. And there you go. Congratulations! You joined almost everyone else in the gift of having two working arms. Honestly, surprising they worked in the first place, as the way you were living before this. It's a shame. Truly. Had you taken better care of yourself, it would have hurt a lot worse. Now, if you excuse me for a moment, I have to fix something. Stupid thing. Work! Fucking Michael. Always breaking my little beauties. Stupid. If I could just get my hands around that little shit. Who the hell even raised such a... Never mind. That checks out. Who's Michael? I need to learn to whisper better, don't I? One of my only... sons. I never liked calling him that. He's only my son by blood at this rate. That little bastard is nothing like me. Killed his own brother, too. I'm sure that fucked him up real good. Thank God. I wasn't going to go to prison for child abuse, although it wasn't the 80s. I could have gone away with a lot worse than what I chose to do. But that's why I have you, my little stabbing bag. Anyways, you're not a mechanic, are you? That bastard spring is jammed and it won't... And of course it hit you. Okay, you know what? Wonderful, this works. Fantastic, exactly what I wanted today. Okay, be still. No tricks. No drugs. Nothing. I'm just going to rip it right out. Don't worry, it'll only hurt a lot. Wow, you're a struggler, aren't you? It'll only hurt longer the longer you keep kicking towards it locked in your leg. There you go. Isn't that pretty? I'll wrap it up in a moment. I'm just admiring the artwork. Wonderful. I'd call that the definition of beauty. All right, I've had my fun. Here, I'll put it back together again. You know, people are so selfish as of recent. Keeping all their emotion to themselves, their blood, their fear, their agony. But given your expression, I can tell you're a very generous person. voila! All fixed. Like a doll. Actually, my daughter would be jealous. She became a doll too, more literally, of course. But hey, I made her, I built her, so she knows she's perfect now. Almost makes me proud to be a father. Almost. Oh, yes, of course, I have more children. I have more children, past tense. No, have. I have a younger son as well. Maybe an older daughter, blonde. I'm not sure about that one. I was more wild last then. More rotten. Oh, I was married once. Divorced for the kick in the pants. Genuinely more annoying than being arrested. I would rather go back to jail. Is that the right word? Yeah, annoying is the right word. Why wouldn't it be? You almost remind me of... never mind. No, really, never mind. It's fine. Okay, fine. Way back in, I want to say... 1983. Yeah. Me and my good friend Henry, we were walking down the street and we were feeding the ducks. Henry turns to me, Henry says, "William, you can't feed the ducks bread. It'll poison them. It's not good for their bodies." And I look at Henry and I go, "Henry, everyone around you is feeding the duck the bread. Where's the issue?" He couldn't answer the question. So indecisive. He could never decide what he wanted. And that goes for wives, too. His children went through, I want to say, 3 different mothers. Not to say they were, like, reborn or anything crazy like that. No. That'd be diabolical. But no. Okay. See, one of them was this blonde lady, and I looked at her, I was fresh out of my own divorce, and I'm like, no, wait a minute here. I said, "Henry, sharing is caring." And now I may have an illegitimate child somewhere. I think, shit, what's her name? Vanessa, that's her name. Yeah. That's always fun, right? Yeah, that's always fun. More stories. Well, I do have one. It's a ghost story. One night, late into... Yeah, the 80s again, let's say then. Well, late into the 80s, there was a ball pit at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place. Yes, the place I owned. How original, I know. Now, this wasn't any old ball pit. It was haunted. A being made of all the hatred and agony stored in the place lived in this ball pit, and it feasted on anybody who went inside. No. I thought it was clever. Well, I never was one for stories. I always made my own history instead. But now it is time to go to bed once more. Yes, I know you've only been awake for 10 minutes, but, I gotta go, and I'm not saying I don't trust you. I'm saying it's more fun for you to only be awake when I'm here. So, anything to say before I go? You don't like pepperoni? Fine, I'll get cheese next time. Good night.
Howdy. Cherry the Android, or Gavin if you want to be more personal, back again. I hope you enjoyed the part 2 to Springtrap Kidnaps You. This will be the current main series of this channel. Of course, I'll drop individual audios every now and then, maybe skip a week for Springtrap, replace it with something else. Now, I do want to clear something up before this series continues. This series makes everything past Ultimate Custom Night non-canon, except for very, very, very few select details. Very few things will be canon that came from past the release of Ultimate Custom Night. And now that you can thoroughly enjoy these audios with the Five Nights at Freddy's lore that you already know, I hope that you have a fantastic day. Drink your water, do your exercises, tell your mother you love them, and remember, I always come back. Oh, is this still on?